And we are live. Episode 25 of Fortuna Bay. It's been a ride. Who is going to refresh our memories from last week?
Okay, who did it last time? Was it me?
I think it was.
Um,
Yeah, I think it was me. So it's on you guys.
Okay. I'm meeting still, so can someone? Yeah.
I mean, I can do it if no one wants
Oh,
to,
oh, oh.
but I'll have to
No,
temper myself.
Oh.
I can do it. Just I literally was like, okay. Before the session, I was like, I think it's my time to recap, so I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I've been thinking about what we've been doing last session for like a while now,
Oh,
and now I'm blanking.
yeah, you're
I'm blanking
prepared.
completely. Okay, I got this. Okay. Uh, Last session. Okay. We went to a tavern to discuss what to do next. Uh, After a long, lengthy discussion, uh, a pipper bird came into the tavern we were in, informing us we had a meeting with the leader of the cohort. We ended up going immediately. We found out that we had succeeded in everything that we had tried to do for the cohort. Uh, Through the meeting, uh, we got sent on another mission to swap out a scroll, a puzzle scroll, that was being sent to the king by the leader of the Ashador. We had to swap the one she was sending for our own through waiting, hiding, stealth near the palace later that day with the help of Taro. Through Taro's very skilled work, he managed to con his way into swapping out the scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
He then
yes.
went back. We then went back to our ship after informing the finance man at the tavern that we had succeeded, that we needed to immediately change the name of our ship and move it
Oh
because
yeah.
the lady we just screwed over knew exactly where it was. While we were doing that, a girl came up, a druid of some kind, needing directions to the palace to have a meeting with the king. She informed us through maybe not of her own free will uh, that the Saint, who we've had dealings with in the past, is secretly a dragon, and she needs to tell the kingdom. Uh, that's about it.
Oh,
Uh, we are most of the party is on our way to the kingdom to deliver the druid, and Caston has stayed behind because he was very offended, as always.
This.
I think that's about it.
oh.
Yup.
Yeah, I think so.
We are now accompanying the small to the gates.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're after uh, that interaction with the quotation marks because you're not sure the spirit, the entity inside her mind, inside her soul. You've got to know everything there is that she has to say, that they have to say to the king, because it's more than one entity in the same body, supposedly. So after knowing that, and after having that interaction, you're still going through with her wish? Are you going to take her to the king? Is that a yes?
I mean,
We can, but we just need
need
to
the info.
plan.
I mean, we know the info. It's just a matter of do we tell the kingdom the info?
Yeah.
Well, does she
'Cause,
have
like-
proof? Because all we have is her word for it.
Well, I mean, this weird nature spirit basically told us, so it's not like the girl's lying about it. Unless the
I mean-
nature spirit might also be lying about it, but you know,
We really know it's a nature spirit, and not somebody just like mind controlling her or speaking through her. I mean, for all we know, it could be
I mean-
the saint himself, just trying to frighten people into, surrendering.
It's possible.
I don't know, that might be a little shaky. I'll say this: we don't know anything about this girl. She just kind of showed up. That she had to talk about to the king about the saint. When I tried to compel her to tell me what she knew, the spirit kind of took her over and informed us what was up. I don't know. I don't really know what to do for that. I don't know if we should give her to the king, just because, like,
I believe
because
she's telling the truth.
we fucked over at least one person who is actively at the palace. They are there right now.
Yeah.
Do we really want to go? I mean, also, would it not help us in our aims to maybe tell the cohort about this, that maybe they can figure out where that information needs to go? Because, I mean,
What's for
They might
most
have-
is, in case we need to tell the king about it, how we make him believe her.
that's not really
Yeah,
our bag, though, is it? I mean, it's not really.
It kind of makes sense that he's a dragon and stuff like that, because if it was just a lie directly from him, probably people with enough power would be preparing to kill him immediately,
I mean,
instead of just
it
being
makes.
frightened.
I wonder what kind of dragon he is. Was that stated, or was it just he's a dragon?
Dragon.
It's just
dragon. And that complicates things enormously.
Yeah.
Let's just assume he's a bad dragon.
I don't think he's a metallic dragon.
Oh no, not that kind of bad dragon. I mean evil dragon.
Evil
I
dragon.
don't.
Yes, evil.
He's
No,
a bad dragon. He's a very bad dragon.
no, evil. Just evil. Just evil.
I think he might be a criminal. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves though, because
Right.
this is good info. I just don't know if we should go to the palace. If y'all want to, it's fine. I was actually gonna pitch since my character got stormed off during the last interaction, with that nature spirit. I was gonna see about moving the ship, having that be done, so that way, if shit went bad when we went to the palace, we had somewhere to go back on, and they wouldn't know where we were.
Okay. If you people want, we could simply have her get in the palace, since she wants to get in, and we can get back and resume doing what we were doing. Personally, I think that this, let us say, new piece of information calls for a reevaluation of our grand plan. Wouldn't you all agree?
Yeah.
Because, dragon.
Yeah, Dragon.
Dragon.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't change all that much. I mean, we're still out. We knew we're still in the same position we were when we thought we were like a few minutes ago before we found this information. Right? We're still hopelessly outpowered at the moment. But we know what it is. We know what he is at least. That gives us something. That gives us knowledge. We just have to figure out how to use it.
Okay, I do have a counterpoint though, brother.
Hmm.
5 minutes ago, we were under the knowledge that we, as referring to our merry band of ne'er-do-wells, were outmatched. Now, we are operating under the knowledge that this whole city and everyone in it is outmatched.
Yeah.
Kinda
Accurate.
changes things.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you think we should give that information to the kingdom? Like that kind of puts our head again. We're not exactly the buddy with a lot of the powers that be in this city. Sure, we're good with the cohorts. Maybe they can help us, but for the most part, our strength with them comes from them not having to back us up all that much. For the most part, I don't know.
You are right.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if we should be putting our necks on the line for this specific city. We can. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but we kind of have burned a lot of this city. We kind of have to walk over the embers, and I don't know if I personally am prepared for
No,
that.
no, no.
Yeah.
In using basic logic, I'm sorry, we cannot. The problem here, as I see it, is that we, as us, are stuck between the proverbial rock and hard place.
Uh,
I believe you could try telling the court about that, and perhaps they
I
could
think that might be our
save some people
decision.
from the city, or just flee the city at least.
Or at least get money out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll say this. I can't
If
really.
the city's doomed, we gotta make a few contingencies.
Yeah,
We can do that. I do think the cohort is our best bet.
Yeah, they're most likely to believe us than the king.
I still don't. I think we're all in agreement that we can't really help this city. I think we are all in agreement in that. I do think maybe sending her to the cohort, sending her that, because they can get information where they think they need to. They'll at least protect the city. They'll at least try to keep it still standing. You know what I mean? Because there's money in there. We can at least trust that they will do what is in their best interest to keep their finances in check, which
Yeah.
means keeping people alive because they can spend money if they're alive.
Yeah, they always feel worry about the money.
yeah. And that means that
Mhm.
they might just switch sides and start serving the dragon. Because,
Uh,
in all honesty, was I them, I would do that.
Mm.
It's called self-preservation.
Mhm.
how about this? How about this?
Some fight you cannot win.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I will say this. I still think we should get rid of the gorge. Okay. Because at the very least, I think it's the safest option we have currently. It's the one that gets us in the least amount of danger, to where we can maybe hopefully get this information out. If, like, worst case scenario, afterwards, they end up siding with the dragon, right?
Mhm.
I still think that helps us. I still think we can use that to help us, because at, like, the end of the day, right? Like I've talked about this before. Later on, I want to burn the leadership of the Converge, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If the
Yeah.
if they side with the Saint, well then that's just less people we gotta find. He's coming to us at that point. Oh, we'll know where we found him. That's just less travel we gotta do to go get him. It it helps us in what we're. It helps me specifically what I'm trying to do. Uh, but I think it does help us. I don't like the idea of having to maybe kiss up to the Saint for a time, but it can help it. It can help keep us alive. It can help also give us the means to maybe defeat him later on.
Hmm.
So either way, we come out on top, no matter which way this wind blows.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how much we're willing to debase ourselves and humiliate ourselves to get what we want. Dragons are arrogant. They're so full of themselves and so full of their ability to dominate. They're not going to see people who they think are weaklings as a threat. They don't. They don't consider their underlings really a threat for the most part. So if he thinks we're not a problem, he's not going to give a fuck what we plan. He's not going to think about this, which makes it that much easier to stick a knife in his back. Just
Okay,
a thought.
so we can cheese the dragon somehow. It's possible.
I mean,
Hmm.
would we just reveal him for who he is and watch his followers turn on him?
It's
Nah,
possible too.
maybe that might work, but I don't
That
know.
that depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on
Uh,
how zealous.
yeah, it depends how enthralled are they.
Yeah.
Let me explain. There's two things that we need to consider. One, he could be using magic to keep them under their thumbs. In that case, reasoning would be impossible unless we break the enchantment, and good luck with that because it's way beyond my pay grade. I don't know about friend Rydell or you, brother Caspian, but I cannot do it. I am pretty sure of that. And two, you have to remember that even without magic, these people have followed this saint dragon, for a long time.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the concept of sunk cost fallacy?
Yeah.
Then you know.
Yeah. It could get, but I don't think it would get enough to turn to really matter. Because at that point, you know, then he's an even greater threat because he doesn't have to pretend to be a titan or human or whatever. He can just go all out, and that's an even bigger problem. Basically, doing that, I think, might just make more problems for us.
Hmm.
I think we play this subtly. I think that's our best bet. Really, I think our bet is to kind of go a little roguey with this. You know what I mean? Like be sneaky, be doing the subterfuge and all that. Make them think we're their friends. Make them think that they can depend on us and rely on us. Right now, because I think we're getting a little too lost in the future. Right now, immediate things to act on. I think we send her to the co-org because I think that's our best bet. Afterward, it's anyone's guess. When we get back, we move the ship so that way no one can come find us. Hopefully, then tomorrow morning we see where we need to go, see where the city's at, and then we can plan further. We still have to meet with Kami in the morning about our mission tonight and how well that went. Maybe they'll send us on another mission. That's what we should act on right now.
Yeah,
Everything else can come.
telling Kami about that could be interesting.
Yeah. We really should want to talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, today was kind of tiring.
Yeah.
We also have to factor in that we have not slept in a while, and we're probably not going to make the best decisions if we try and do too much immediately.
Yeah.
I think what we have laid out is a short, actionable list that we can do right now.
Yeah.
Have you finished your private conversation? Can I join?
We gotta take the girl. Let's take the girl to the king. The king can decide what he wants to do with his army, and then we can decide what we want to do.
Okay, let's go.
And away we go to the castle, which
To the
we're like
castle
right
we
outside
go.
of, I think.
To the Bat Cave.
Just to be sure, okay?
To the castle.
Not that something will happen. Just to be sure. Roll a d6, everyone, please.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No. Please.
Two.
Please, no.
5, 2.
Ha! No
2.
ones.
No one.
Good.
Great. You approach.
I like how it's even, by the way.
You approach the let's say the royal how's it called, let's say, the royal canton of the city. The same place you've been before when you intercepted the delivery of the Hashador's guildmaster letter to the king. It seems that the guards who were on shift at that time are now shifted. There is a new set of guards in that place right now, and well, you know that it's not easy. One does not simply walk into the throne room.
Okay.
What is the plan here? Because the druid lady doesn't know about it. She was expecting to just walk.
Get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she doesn't know how cities and royalty work. So, but for you who are more knowledgeable of these subjects, what is the plan?
We should probably find the king's, what do I want? The head
Chamberlain?
steward or the chamberlain, yeah. They would be able to, if we give them enough information, possibly get us an audience with the king.
Okay. Let me see if we can get us past the guards.
Do we want?
Oh, that's simple.
To
Just tell
talk-
them that we have actionable intel that relates to the security of the realm and the approaching army. They should let
Okay.
us in.
Let's try that.
Okay. So who approaches first?
Shall I?
You're the talker.
Please do.
Okay. I approach the guards.
Okay.
Oh,
As you are
forgot.
approaching, Taro, before you say anything, one of the guards, another one, not the one from before, it looks like he recognizes you. He says, You're already here, Master Black. Shall we escort you back to the palace?"
Yes, sure. Of course.
And
Come. We are expected.
Are these
I walk.
royal guests?
Yes. Yes, they are. And this little one here has important information regarding the army coming from down south. So we best not tarry.
I try
Insight.
to walk as a
Can I roll insight?
Yes, you can. Why wouldn't you be able to roll insight?
Because Master Black.
Mm-mm.
You heard me say
Oh
that
no!
the
Oh
other
no!
session, right?
You didn't.
Nah, you're
Oh.
kidding me. I said 2 times.
Yes, and now I realized. Now I remembered.
Ooh, that one.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but the player remembers. Okay, no. Taro probably thinks like this is someone from the Corge. That's that knows and is just like getting the Master Black. But the player no, this is tied to Taro's background.
Ah.
Okay, no, this is OC knowledge. Later.
Oh.
At the end of the session. Okay,
Nice.
it's going.
I tried to walk as I was a noble, thinking that I tried to perform as a noble, walking into the palace. Like, yeah, we're totally nobles.
Master Black. Oh no. Oh no, Ariel, why? Of all times now.
Yeah, of all time. This is the best of time.
Yes, and also the worst of time.
I got a feeling, bang, bang.
And tonight's gonna be a good night.
That's the night
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
get fucked.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get fucked.
Oh,
We are so totally gonna get fucked.
I know it.
Hey, that just means that your dry spell's over.
Fine.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, let's get in. Let's get in.
This way. The band of adventurers are guided through first the gardens, the beautiful gardens of the palace Tonnerre, the royal palace of the family who rules Dervin for generations. You see beautiful trees, beautiful flowers of many different kinds and colors. You can see that the druid girl, she becomes excited and she wants to smell all the flowers, but you can see that she is a little scared of walking outside of the group formation that you are, and maybe risks the good luck you're having so far. But you can clearly see that she looks at you as if she is waiting for someone to confirm that it's okay for her to go and smell the flowers and play with the garden. Will someone do that, or are you strictly going to focus on the quest at hand?
I will tell her to stay close and do not wander. I'd like to get out of here quickly.
It makes sense. Okay, you continue.
Let's get in.
You continue on in your path, and finally the great halls of the palace are open for you. You can see all the tapestries, all the statues, all the glamour and the opulence of this magnificent work of architecture, and a living testimony of the history of the realm and the people of Dervin. You walk through the halls and you are guided by the guards to go upstairs, and you seem to be as to you as if you are wandering through a maze. It's almost as if it depended on you to find your way through this palace, you would surely get lost in here, as it stands so huge, so opulent, that it makes all of you feel little, and almost as if you don't know what else there is in this world, what else there is in terms of greatness, of marvelous achievements, the works of architecture and constructions. Forgot to send the soundtrack. I'm listening to Dungeon Synth, and if you want to get in the vibe, it's there.
Oh, don't look in the drawers in there. See if there's any
Well, as you approach, okay. Yes. While we wait for Jean, does anyone want to say anything, ask anything as you are walking? It's a long stride through these great halls. So, is there anything you want to know?
Have we met anyone while we've been walking through this like large area? There was an area where there was like a wooded area you described. Has there been like people?
Yeah, everywhere. You see servants. You see in each room and each door that you cross, you see a dozen servants, people cleaning, people tendering the gardens and whatnot. And then you see a lot of guards everywhere. You see at least a pair of guards uh, in a vigilant pose, and less of them, but you also see the higher classes, the nobles, the administrators of the kingdom. You see both those of royal blood or noble blood from great houses. Also, you see maybe someone who isn't as highborn, but it's proficient in one of the many, uh, many aspects of ruling. So maybe an advisor, maybe a counselor, something of the sorts. You see all types of uh, professions, let's say, like occupations for these noble people, but you don't see many uh, variability in their appearance. Most of them are old, more to middle aged, up to probably elder in age. Uh, and most 90% of them are human. There is you can see that there is, most of them are Turvinish. Some of them look like they hail from different parts of the continent, but the the majority is composed of human nobility. The others, the non-humans, are either dwarfs or halflings. You don't see elves or really any other race. You don't see the accursed ones on quotation marks. You don't see tieflings. You don't see genasi, those that can be born into human parents.
Mm.
Those are not seen in the royal palace of Third.
Okay.
Anything
Is
else?
our plan just is our plan to directly speak to the king?
Who you're asking to?
Just in general.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
I mean, if we have to, we will. I mean, at the very least, we should present her to him. Or to. I mean, we're vouching for this girl. We should be present in case she's some kind of assassin.
I'm just unsure at how wide that is. I mean, we can handle whatever we have, but should we put ourselves in this position? I mean, we're here, so I mean, we could just hand her off to one of these many advisors I've seen.
I mean, we could hand her over to the Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it this.
The question I have is, are we in a rush to do something else at the moment?
Well, we do
No.
have to move our ship.
Yeah, we have to move our ship, and we have to give back the the message to the Corge.
No, we don't. Our mission was just to swap it out. From my understanding, we don't have to. I just don't know if is 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 that one lady still at the palace? I'm just worried about running into people we've uh, made disgruntled by our behavior. I just don't know if we should maybe put ourselves before the king. We can. It wouldn't exactly be a wrong decision. I just don't know if we should.
Well, if this information, this intelligence that she told us is in fact accurate, given our current level of ability and talent, we cannot take him on ourselves. It would behoove us to ingratiate ourselves with as many heads of state or heads of armies as
If you,
possible,
you think
because at some
Turvin's
point
gonna
we're going
prevent
to
that?
need them.
I mean, yes, at some point, but I don't. I just think we might be. I just think we might be giving out information too quickly. Because Turvin, yes, they could provide us the means to attack him and defend. Uh, I think we've talked about this before. It's not guaranteed though, and we have
Correct.
we have an advantage in information in that no one else knows this stuff except us and her.
Okay, well, let me
We
put it to you like, let me give you a scenario then. If we keep this to ourselves,
hmm,
and we get her in to see the king, and then we just leave, if he decides that she is full of crap and ignores her,
hmm,
then he's more likely to make a deal with the saint and sacrifice his people. Whereas if he knows, and it's from a credible source that other people can verify, seeing as how we have interacted with both the Korj and the Hashador,
the Hashor's against us though,
that is so. But
and he's not going to trust the Cohorge. He's not gonna, like, yes, they can help us out, but not as a credible force.
I guess what I'm really getting at is this. We have no personal stake in this city. Truly, we
No.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I have heard nothing about the king being a horrible person or being a bad king or any of that. So
Mhm.
I feel like, in the best interest of his people, he should know about this.
I don't think you're wrong, but I just
And
don't
who's
know
he
if
more likely to believe? Some strange girl or some strange troop of adult adventurers?
I just I will say this. I will say this. I just don't know if we should be put because doing it this way puts ourselves right up there in the spotlight, and we've got no one but us behind our backs at this point. The Forge might be able to help us out if we fuck this up. That's not guaranteed. I just don't know. I think maybe you're giving us a little bit of credit. Maybe he'll hear us out. Maybe he'll listen to this. That's a lot of maybes. What's more than likely to happen is that the state's going to come here and the king will just do whatever he says because it's safer that way. From what I've seen in the state so far, he doesn't ransack cities. He's out for things. He wants a good fight, sure, but he's not in the business of just trying to wipe a city off the map.
Well, there's that possibility that the king will just bow the knee, but kings are a notoriously prideful lot. It's just as likely, I feel, that he will lie to the saint's face, and then once the saint has moved on, start making alliances with other monarchs and come crashing down on the saint with the might of several kingdoms.
We'll say
I
this.
could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
What do you
I just feel like we tell him, and then we get the hell out of Turban and move along.
consider this? Consider this. What do you think the king's gonna do if we tell him, right? And he doesn't believe us, or maybe he does believe us, and it blows up in his face.
Well,
Who
we
do
won't
you?
be here and he'll be dead.
Maybe he'll die, but maybe he won't, and maybe he'll have a vendetta against us specifically, and that fucks us up. Again, this puts us in harm's way directly. At least if we get rid of the cohort, that gives us a wall, at least a little bit. Maybe they'll give the information out where it needs to go. I just don't know. I'm not sure about it. I have to be honest. Don't know about putting ourselves before the king, because that's more dangerous than anything we've done so far.
Yeah, talking, especially to send messages, is always dangerous.
I I will follow whatever you think is best. I have to make my feelings known. I'm not sure about this.
Well, I'm not certain either, but I just feel that we owe it to the innocent people to make sure that their leaders are informed. But whatever the group decides is best, I mean, we're already here. We're already going to get the girl in to see him, and it's very possible that he's just going to want us to come in because we are basically the girl's sponsors. We may not have an option here.
To be honest, now that I think about it, that God called me a name I never presented myself to. I never used the Mr. Black name. It could be like an agent from the College that knows that we want to get into the palace and they're helping us. I mean,
Maybe.
calling me Mr. Black is pretty much,
I just
common.
don't.
I am black.
I just don't know. We are here. So, I mean, if we want to just go ahead and do it, I mean, we are here, but I think we should play this smarter. I mean, like, yes, I agree with you. I do agree with you on the point that the people should know. The people should know. Yeah. It's not fair to them that their rulers suck and they're caught between all this political interest. It's not fair. I just don't know if this specifically is the way we should go about it. If you care enough about the city and the people of Urban, I'll do it. I'll do it with you. I'll go with you all the way. But as you have stated yourself in this conversation, we have no ties to the city. Why are we putting ourselves out there for these people? The city has been nothing but garbage to us this entire time.
You're just
The
referring
premise.
to the guards and some people, but not all the people. Some people in the city, perhaps most of them are quite common folk that just try to keep living every day and try not to be a dick to everyone here.
There is another thing that's much more selfish, I would add. If we let this city fall, that means we give that dragon down south more power. That goes against us.
Yeah.
You may not love this city. And I agree with you, brother. I don't. But this city has to stay as a buffer zone between that dragon down south and us. So it is in our best interest that this city stands.
At the very
That's what I
least,
think.
the longer the city dithers and delays in acquiescing to the saint, the more time we have to get farther away. And seeing as how he's traveling on land and we have a boat, he cannot follow us without reverting to his natural form.
See? He gets it.
How about this? But how about this? As a compromise to everybody, we'll go in there under fake names. We will not use the back end of the Hashador or the Cohorge, because I don't think they're going to be able to help us as much. So, by that logic, we don't need our real names, so we can just pretend to be whoever, really. It doesn't matter, so that way. If this does backfire, it's not going to necessarily backfire on us. I just don't want to lose everything that we've built and done because of a town we don't care about. Sure.
Counter
There are
compromise then.
It-
Counter compromise. This shouldn't take all of us. Why don't you head back, move the ship to another dock or offshore a bit, and if we're not back by morning, it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
I think it's, yeah. If we're not back by morning, seek us out. Check the jail first.
Okay. I can do that.
That way, at least one of us stays free should this go sideways.
Okay. I can do that. I'm still unsure about this, but at least that way, it's a backup plan. And I can get behind that. I'm gonna head back. I hope this goes well. And I will leave to go back to the ship.
Okay,
Caspian
at least
leaves the party and goes to the docks while you continue on through the great halls of Tonnerre, right?
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to do before you reach your goal?
not at the moment, not for me.
Yes, mage armor.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure. Always.
Okay.
finally,
Hello.
finally, after what happened?
Nothing.
You guys can hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
After a long walk, almost like it felt almost like a chore to wander through this infinite labyrinthine halls. But after long enough, you finally reach where you're meant to be. The guard opens the double doors, and you can see two great statues of wolves flanking the throne. The wolves representing the history of the house Longeville stand as two guards, as if they were meant to protect whoever sits on that throne and to threaten any who in their own right threatens the Longeville dynasty. But the wolves are only made of stone, they are only statues. And what is flesh and bones is the one sitting atop the throne. You see the small shape of a young child, one who
Oh.
isn't old enough to at least in your perception, one who isn't old enough to make decisions for the greatest kingdom in the world.
Well, fuck.
Ah,
But
Should we
That
not
makes
have
sense.
known this?
yes, but if you had asked me, I would have reminded you. But what you know is that the thing that triggered your adventure, the one of the reasons you were in that ship with Kiva, it's because a war almost broke out because the king of Turvin died and something was stolen from the royal coffers. Remember that part?
mm-hmm.
So the old king, the adult king, is dead. This is his heir. But obviously, he's not alone. For next to him, there are two counselors to help him make the decisions for the king.
Sure. Help.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and obviously there are more guards in the throne room. But if you want to know another thing that is also in the throne room, you can make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Perception. Damn it.
Ooh,
Yup. I percept.
you percept.
I do not. Very well.
Okay, let me see if I have a token for a guard. I do not. Shield guardian, not what I meant. Fuck. I need just a regular dude. Why don't I have a regular dude? I have bandits, but I don't have guards. Okay, we're gonna use the the Holy Knight here as a token guy. But these are your run-of-the-mill guards, okay? Maybe they're a little above the cut. They're like the royal guards, okay? But now you're in the map. You can see the throne. You can see the king sitting on it. You can see the two counselors standing next to him and probably whispering in his ear whenever something has to be decided. And you all see these knights in full plate who are there to protect the king at all times. And you can see the two wolf statues that I described, right? On the top of the map. Are you all seeing it? Okay. And then Taro, or better yet, Master Black, you see something else. You see that hiding atop the wolf statues are like 15, maybe 20 feet tall above the ground. So it's really hard to see. Only a very sharp eye can perceive these two, one in each wolf, as watchful sentinels.
Snipers.
This guy and this guy.
Okay.
Storm Shadow, it's guys.
Okay,
Ooh.
let's place you guys on the map. Do I have a token for the girl? No. To make one. For the mushroom lady. I really want to pay someone to open my downloads page and organize it into folders, because it's just a mess of characters, tokens, and artworks. Radial, are you with the party or are you with Caspian?
I'm with the party.
Okay.
Looking section of that.
She's a little far back and still very intimidated by the opulence of the Great Hall. Okay. As you approach, the guard announces, Your Royal Highness, and the excellent members of the Council of 13. I present you Master Black and his guests to the court. And the nobleman standing next to the king says, back from where, Master Black? I didn't heard that you were gone to begin with. And then all of you can hear the child king saying, but that doesn't look like Master Black at all. Are you sure it's him?
Of course, Your Highness. I had to go incognito. What the hell is he talking about?
Honesty might be the best option.
So
No, not now.
the noble woman now says, so what is so important that you couldn't present in a meeting of the council, but instead you have to disturb your royal majesty at a time like this?
I apologize 1,000 times for impinging on His Highness' time, but the information that this little girl is bringing is of utmost importance to the kingdom. It is regarding the army that is coming from the south. Please, little one, tell the king what you know.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Mr. King. And the king says, "Nice hat."
Oh,
Well, I beseech you, your Majesty. Is that correct? Your Majesty. Anyways, I've seen with my own two eyes, Mr. King, that that man, that thing who dresses as a man, it is not what it seems to be. It is in fact a much more powerful and ancient being, a dragon, like in the old tales. One of those very ancient and powerful dragons, not the ones who lost their wits to the passing of time and became just bestial monsters, but this one retained all its intelligence, all its evil, its malignance, and he's plotting something. I know it for a fact. It is plotting to overthrow you, Mr. King, and to enslave all humanity, all mortal kind. I know it for a fact. You have to do something, Mr. King. You have to prepare to create an army or to discover something that can slay dragons before it's too late. And you can see that the Child King is in awe of all this amazing fairy tale like facts that are shown to him. He says, "Really? Really? Like in the stories? A real dragon?" And he turns to the council members, saying, Can I kill a dragon? Can I slay a dragon? Can I be a dragon slayer?" And the nobleman says, "Wait, your Majesty. This is obviously something of the delusional mind of a forest dweller. Master Black, do you really believe in such a fantastic tale? Wouldn't it be a little too far-fetched, even for your own taste?"
to be honest, to be completely candid, I do think there is at least reasonable doubt. Because we have to face some facts that do not align with what we consider normal. The sway that this person has on his people, the powers he has, it is a fact, and it is proven that he can raise people from the dead, a feat that is told to be impossible. And he is moving his small army at such a fast pace that in and of itself would require magic so powerful that even if we do not have proof that he is indeed an ancient worm, it at least casts reasonable doubt. I do not have proof to believe, but as things stand as they are now, I also have no reason to disbelieve. And I think this is the healthier way that we should approach this. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
This is
Make a-
more or less a what?
I was going to ask for a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Okay. Do I persuade? Yeah, no, I do persuade pretty much.
Do they seem like they even believe the tales of his power? Of his ability to raise the dead?
Let's see. Do you want to make an insight out of that, Jean?
Hopefully it's better than last time.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
They because of how the Game of Thrones work, they know how to put on a poker face, the popular expression. So they are really hard to read when it comes to that. They could be totally into it or totally against it, and you wouldn't be able to tell unless they want you to know. So they stand adamant on their body language. And as for you, Taro, your arguments are valid. They are met with the due respect. But they say, even though it's plausible, it does not mean it should be considered possible. But you have to see that, you have to agree that throughout history there have been many singular individuals with powers beyond our comprehension. The very ancestral of House Longview, the one who our own king descends from. Kian, the Paladin King, was once such a extraordinary individual. And not once was he theorized to be a dragon, proven to be such.
Of course not. His legend is well known. But when this was brought to us, and apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Jean Gonery, foundling of esteemed author Grianne Deming. When this was brought to our attention, we felt that we had a duty to yourselves and to your lineage to make you aware of this and to let you, as the inestimable ruler of unimpeachable decision making, decide what course your kingdom should take. But we felt we had to let you know.
Wait. Go back to the woman speaking. Go back to the first part. You're son of who?
I am the adopted son of Grianne Deming, the author of...
I know. I love her books. How is she faring?
Well, last I knew she was hard at work on yet another novel. You know how she puts them
Really?
out.
That's
But
amazing news.
I felt that I needed to get out and find my own place. So I have been traveling, and for a time I was in Guasan, where I saw this saint, this alleged dragon, raise a prison guard who was slain in a break-in. He raised him back to life. Now, I am not a doctor or any of that, but he was walking and talking and holding conversations just like he had before he was killed. I don't know if it was an illusion or what, I just know what I saw. And he has been marching through the countryside since that time. The powers that the girl speaks of, and the powers that you yourself admit beings have had, are beyond my comprehension and my ken, but if he is such a powerful being, it would not hurt to be wary when he arrives. I don't know what his agenda is, nor what it is he intends for you and the king, but I wanted you to be warned ahead of time.
I see. So, Master Black, you bring a forest dweller who clearly enjoys mushrooms to an unhealthy degree. You bring the adopted son of a writer of books who isn't, well, who is known, but who is of no importance to our current affairs. And you bring sorry, who are you? And he points to Rydell.
Oh, yeah. I'm just accompanying them to make them keep safe. And also, I am a wizard, so in the aspect of magic and the thing you told about mushrooms, I don't think it's the case. Or we talked to her before, and she seems very not out of herself.
But do you have something to add to the argument, to him being a dragon or not? You're just here to you're just here to visit the royal throne.
Protecting my friends and also protecting this little girl. But yes, the throne room is pretty awesome. It's beautiful. I never thought about that. But yes, I'd like to add that it would make sense for him to be a dragon, like she says.
I see.
People say around that he can make the dead walk again and things like these. So that's not something an usual person should do, not even powerful wizards or clerics.
Oh well. Well. Master Black, your points surely are valid and will be taken with the due respect and weight that they bring. But I have to say, and I believe the king will agree with me, that this is no subject for his attention.
I see.
It shall be again discussed in a meeting of the council, as are with all our personal worries.
Okay. I see. Well, I did what I thought was the correct course of action and made you aware of the problem. How the council and, of course, His Majesty decide how to deal with it will be discussed later at the council. By your leave.
As you please.
Okay.
And now, I want. Let me see. Let me do this by the rule, by the book, okay? I will not be using my DM powers here.
Alright.
What is that I want? Here. Okay. I want the three of you, Rydell, Jean, and Taro, each of you to make a where is it? Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
A wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
This should be interesting.
The DC it is low. The DC is only 15.
Only.
Only, yeah.
Only
by -1.
15?
Bye.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yay. Yay.
Oh no! No,
Le fail.
dude.
Failures.
Okay. Nothing happens. Now, what the three of you can do, if you want, it's optional. It's another perception check for Taru with advantage because he noticed the two guys the first time.
Oh no!
Perception.
I'm scared.
God damn, can I please roll above a 10?
Not today.
No, apparently not.
Yes.
You have advantage.
Perception.
Rolling it. Nice.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even with advantage, I am suckage.
God, those rolls are
Loading my
cursed.
page.
With a 12, you cannot see the whole shebang, but you notice that the guy on the right, using the map as reference, he vanished. How do I change him to? Let me exclude. Delete this guy. You looked at him before you go. He was there, still standing still. You went back and then you look back to see, try to see him, and he was not there, but you couldn't find him anywhere. And that is all.
Okay.
Are they retaining custody of the girl till the council meeting?
No, you're all dismissed.
Babysitting duty. Ah, well.
Hmm.
I just scoop her up under my arm and carry her.
Okay. So is that it? Is that all? Are
Yup.
we done?
We done.
No.
Let's go.
They're probably gonna
Yes.
want you at the council meeting.
So
Council.
my quest is not done yet. It's not over. Okay.
Do we see any other stewards or chamberlains?
Okay, so now, just to explain, you probably would have made that assumption already, but the way they presented the king and the two members of the Council of 13, and they said that Taro, or better yet, Master Black, should have waited for a council meeting, etc. Probably what's happening is the king is obviously too young to make decisions, to be a
Yep.
king. So they elected a ruling council who advises the king, and in other subjects, those who aren't for his attention, they decide themselves. They vote. They do something, and they rule the kingdom on the king's behalf.
Okay.
Whoever
Let's-
this Master Black is, he is a member of the council. He is one
Yup.
of the 13
Yeah.
people who rule Turvin.
Hmm.
Yeah, that won't backfire.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till we're out of the palace, and I'm basically gonna be like, I don't know about you, but we should get out of town tonight.
Yes.
Hmm.
There was,
Not gonna end well.
of course, a case of mistaken identity, and I am absolutely flabbergasted that one of my people would accept permanent position anywhere.
Oh,
Tsukihime commands us to wander and accumulate knowledge, not just stay in one place and fossilize unless... Oh no. Oh no. We gotta leave. We gotta leave, like
I'm
yesterday.
sensing a backstory here.
Yes. I hope and pray it is not him. I hope and pray it is not him, because then we will be in deep trouble. And I just painted a target on my back.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, time to
So-
sail off into the wild blue yonder and find a new quest.
Many reasons to get out of here.
Yes. I will tell you all when we are safe. You deserve to know.
We should
Because
send
that's a
message.
target on your back too.
Oh boy.
I'm going to set the little girl down. I'm going to give her 5 gold, tell her to get supplies, get a room for the night, and then go home in the morning.
Okay, I exchanged this for supplies. Understood. Why
Oh
can't
boy,
I go
she's
home
gonna
now?
die. She's gonna
You
die.
can if you want, but wouldn't you like to rest for the night?
No, I'm good. I much prefer to sleep on a tree branch.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
so.
And go on. Just shoo her on her way.
Okay. Let's get back to the boat.
Yes.
Like double time. Okay.
Yep.
Are we at the boat, DM? And I am like
No,
looking.
because we don't know where it's at.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna go
don't
back
know where it's at.
was, and then ask around.
Yeah, you can surely have your way to localize it, but Caspian, what did you do this whole time?
Mhm.
I want to know.
I think he went back to the ship. Uh, our crew. How difficult would it be to round them up to help me move the ship?
Uh, if you're just going to park in a different lot, it's rather simple. If you have the whole crew there with you, you guys can do it.
I want to try and hide ourselves the best way we can. So maybe like try and move as far away as I can. Uh, but still be like close by so I can like pick up the rest of my crew.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope you're within eyesight, because our perception
Yes,
sucks.
I want to stay like in eyesight, but I want to move like maybe like a couple rows down.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Just to be sure.
just to be sure.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll not ask for any checks. It's as I said with the crew there, you managed to get it out there.
okay. If I see my party members, I will message the first one I see if I can, and just say like, "We're over here," and I'll tell them where.
Okay. You didn't left any clue for them to find you, right?
No, because I feel like that. I didn't leave any clues to find me, but I don't think I'm a little ways away, but I'm not far enough to where it's like, oh, I don't know where you're at entirely. I feel like they can look around and maybe see me.
Okay. So, I will make the assumption that if the party is able to investigate the docks to see where you are, so can anyone who's also searching for the ship, right?
In that case, if it's possible, I will move the ship to where it's not close at all, and I will just wait to where the ship was. Like I will get off the ship after we hide it, and I will just wait to where we were,
Okay.
and then I can guide the rest. And I can guide the rest of the party back to where the ship is.
Very smart, very smart.
Okay. It's and the first place you're going to look for the ship is where you last saw it, right?
Hmm.
I'm asking for the party.
Yeah.
I believe that's a yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, weren't sure which part of the party you were talking to.
Yeah, the three of you, the ones who were.
Yeah, we're
in
looking for the ship.
Royal Palace. Okay.
So we're snooping around looking for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
You don't see the ship, but you see Caspian waiting for you. What do you do?
yeah, I'm just kind of just standing there, like I'm looking out at the ocean, just kind of waiting for them.
Caspian, is that you?
Hey, I moved the ship this way. And I'll just start walking to the ship.
Yes, we need to leave. Like, now.
I'm guessing it didn't
Yeah.
go well.
No,
The king is a child, and he's ruled by a bunch of puppets.
and there have
No.
been disquieting developments.
Yes, Taro's terrified of something. We need to leave.
Someone.
Okay, leave?
Not something.
Just straight leave?
Yup.
Yep.
Okay, we can wait outside of Turvin, but we have things to do tomorrow. We got meetings. Do we want to fully leave?
Just
Did it
like
really go that bad?
yes. Okay.
Jesus.
Let's get in. Let's get to the boat. I will explain everything, and then we will decide if you want to set sail or not. I strongly advise we do, but as usual, we will vote.
Okay.
Agreeable?
Yep.
Okay. Let's just
Okay.
get
Let's,
somewhere safe.
all right, let's get to the ship. Let's get to the ship.
Yes, and pull the what's it called?
Anchor
Pull the plank.
in the black.
The plank?
The gang.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Once we're in,
go to the ship.
like I get alcohol for everybody, even for me. We sit down.
Is this a meeting for the, like, should the rest of the crew be here, or should I make them go somewhere
No,
else?
no, just
Like on the
us.
ship.
Just us.
Just us? Okay. I guess we'll find, like, a private room.
Okay. So, we just discovered that one of my people is in the council. And I do happen to have... I am 90% sure that I know who he is. Because he is, by name, by translation into your Gaijin common, and for what he would have done, I am pretty sure that he's one of my brothers. Kuro, which in your tongue means black. And Kuro is bad news.
How bad?
I have to give a bit of context here. You already know that Hime, the goddess of Taro's people, teaches us to accept life and live as if everything is impermanent and destined to vanish into nothingness. Kuro was a malcontent. He always rejected the core concept of Tsukihime's teachings. He always said, like, if we are born just to disappear, then why live at all? He was obsessed with legacy, with building something lasting. And he turned to darker powers, shall we say? And in part, he left of his own volition, in part, he was exiled. Because he rejected Tsukihime's teaching. He was poisoning the youth's minds. The elders could not have it, and I cannot blame them. He is my brother. Still is. But at the same time, I don't think he is one of us anymore. He never was for many, many years. And now he's here.
So let me get this straight. Not only is the king of Turvin a child who is being guided by a council of 13 members
Yes.
who is possibly telling him to do whatever he wants, maybe agreeing to that necromancer deal. A pawn. The king of Turban is a pawn that we just kind of offered ourselves to completely. And now we've got possibly the corrupt leadership of Turban after us, and now a heretical necromantic bird is now after us. And they also know that the Saint the Dragon, which they can use for their own means. I mean, if they've got this evil bird person, who knows what caliber of person's on that council? And we've just offered all that up, and now we're on the run again.
I can understand your frustration, and I am deeply sorry to have contributed to it, but I did not know that my brother was here.
Does he play a shamisen too?
Yes, we all do.
Oh, okay. So he's actually, so is he's indeed a kind of necromantic bard or something like that.
No, not exactly. He made, as far as I know, he made a pact with something.
Right. Kind of warlockish bard playing shamisen. That explains how they thought you were him.
I mean,
Makes
you
sense.
can know you can know how to play an instrument, but not do magic with it.
Yeah. So, what do you think he would do if he knew you were in town?
I still think we should leave, at least for the time being.
Yeah, seems to be the best course of action,
I-
too.
What do you think we should do? At this moment, I am sorry, but I am kind of at
Just
a loss. This has become way more personal than I wanted it to be.
Okay. Okay.
the only
so,
thing we have, the only thing of importance tomorrow is meeting with the Kami. Meeting with them, and they can meet us here. They can meet us on this ship. They'll figure it out. We can leave if we have to. I will let it be known to some members. I did stress that this was a risk. And this mess we're in right now is because of you.
We can
well,
stay.
he didn't know, to be fair.
I'm not talking to him.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to you.
Cool.
You wanted to talk to the king. You wanted to speak for the citizens of Turban.
Yes, I did. And I
Yes.
own the fault. But none of us caught on to the fact that there was another one of Taro's people here. Nor did
It's
we
mess-
know. I understand. I got us into this. We'll figure it out just like we figured everything else out.
How many times are we going to have to keep figuring things out? How
Well,
many messes do we have to get in before we start
That's-
playing it safe?
that's part of adventuring and
That
sailing.
is what we've signed up for. If you want to have all the answers to everything, then go retire and be a farmer where you never have to answer anything but what you
I
know.
just-
You can never
this was a risk we
truly
didn't
stay
have
out of
to take.
messes.
I have no problem with messes if we can't avoid them. This mess, we could have completely avoided.
And what would you have had us do? Leave the people to their fate without so much as warning them?
Yes! Yes!
I am
Are they warned?
so
Are they warned? Do you
confused by you.
feel like they are?
My friend, I am so confused by you. You are a preacher, a holy man. Your entire existence is to look out for your flock. How could you possibly
This city,
not want to warn these people?
this city is not my flock, for one. They've made that very clear. Two, do you feel like they're warned? Do you feel like that council's actually going to give a fuck about the rest of the city of Turbin? Or are they just going to turn it over because they'll make a profit from it? At least my way, giving her over to the fucking Coal Orange, could have at least given them a chance. At least a chance for the information to get out and maybe save some people. Now, we're not entirely sure if they're warned, if it'll even make a difference, and now we're taking all the risk. Do you not see the problem?
I see the problem, but I also see the solution. Do you not?
What solution?
We have a meeting with Kami in the morning. We can tell the Corge still.
If we survive to make it. Now everything's up in the air. Who knows who'll come after us tonight? I'm not sleeping tonight. Someone's gotta fucking watch us. Because now, as Taro has very conveniently pointed out, we all have a target on our back.
Possibly, yes. Well, we can sleep in turns again.
If there is a difference between dealing with a mess because of an accident, right? There's a difference between an accident and just causing shit to happen because you don't care to plan ahead. Yes, I admit, on the basis, you had noble goals to warn the citizens of Turbin, and I agreed with that. I did. I just didn't think that was the right choice. That was the right way to go about it. And lo and behold, we're fucked. We could have played smarter, and you didn't want to hear that. And I blame you specifically.
I did not have a problem with playing it smarter. I heard what you had to say, and it sounded like cowardice and throwing the people to the wolves. And from what I've heard of your past adventures together, you have been fucked from day one. Why now is this wearing you down to the point of hysteria?
Because we were doing so good. We were finally in a position where we weren't on a back pedal. We had an up. We had a goal. We had a plan. God damn it.
If you want to blame me, that's fine. But I did not possess a little girl like a nature spirit did and come to us and tell us that the saint, the man who's been following us, hounding us, harassing us since I've met you, was a fucking dragon. That is not my fault, sir.
You could not
He has a
foresee
point.
that.
I didn't say that
I
was
do
your
not
fault.
control
I did not blame you for that.
godly beings and ancient fire-breathing, acid-spewing, whatever the fuck, dragons. I am a simple man who is trying to do what is right and look out for my fellow citizens.
In this moment, we're not talking about gods. We're talking about you. We're talking about you and your choices.
All right.
Cowardice. Cowardice? What? I didn't want to go into a meeting where all the high society people who could fuck up our lives and our goals and our mission. I didn't want to offer us up on a silver platter. We've been through so much shit. We have. And I just. This conversation is.
Jean begins taking off his armor and his weapons and drops them all to the floor. Puts his hands behind his back, lifts his head, looks at Caspian, and says, I don't know how we're going to resolve this, but if it'll make you feel better, hit me with your best shot. I won't even try and avoid it.
Caspian will look at Dawn and just go, you're not worth the hit. You're not worth my violence or my wrath.
Yeah, breaking your hand is not worth.
Ooh.
I'm angry right now, and I'm saying things that I'll probably regret tomorrow. But I need this to be said. I was right. I was right this time. And you ignored me.
I
Yeah.
did
No,
not
you're upset.
ignore you. I heard you out, and I felt that you were wrong. I didn't
But it turns
ignore
out you were wrong, Dawn.
And yes, I will
And
admit
that's the
that.
problem.
I was wrong, but given the information we had at the time, I feel that we made the correct decision in warning the king.
I hope you
That-
still feel that way tomorrow.
I forgive you all if you get, apparently, if you repent yourselves tomorrow. I'll be here to take care of you the way I can.
I
You know
will
what?
put myself between all of you and danger just as I have been. That is my role as a simple man, is to protect those with a higher destiny. So I will take the hits meant for you before they get to you. Because I hold you no ill will.
My problem is not the danger. Not really. It is, but it's not. Okay? I'm angry that we are now in this position when we didn't have to be.
Sometimes
I'm allowed
it
to feel
happens.
this way. I'm
You are
allowed to
allowed.
feel this way.
Yes, as much as we were allowed to feel this way when you fucked up, but all this finger pointing is moot. What's done is done. So, are we staying here pointing finger at each other and needlessly determining whose fault this is, or are we going to do something about it?
We should sleep first.
Yeah, we're everyone here is culpable at least one time of making a very stupid decision. I mean, we're mortals. We make errors.
Yes.
Can we get this behind? I think we have more pressing concerns than like staying here bickering. Are we not?
Okay? I agree that we should figure out what to do right now. I will move the ship to the coast of Turpin. I will move it where we're not directly in Turpin. I will see about sending a message to Kami and have them meet us on the water so we can do the meeting and then we can leave.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's what I can do.
Could work.
I'm not done with this conversation, but I'm going to table it for now
Yeah,
because we're getting nowhere. And I'm just angry.
yeah. we
Yes. And you will. And you will still be angry
Mhm.
when this conversation resumes.
Yeah, he will.
No, we need to get this like behind us. And I am telling you right now, then when it was your turn, this is what we did. You owe us at least that.
Forgiven. Yes.
Be honest.
It's hard
Okay.
for some people.
Okay. I'll give you that. I owe you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get everything sorted and then we can figure it out from there.
All right. You're getting somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
I do have an idea. Just came to mind. Maybe it's not as bad. Maybe it's not as bad. As far as we all have seen during the meeting, all we could do is seed the seeds of doubt. But
Yes.
this is a council, and I know for experience, since my people do the same thing, that decisions by committee take ages
Yeah.
to reach consensus.
Mm-hmm.
That gives us time. Time enough to get whatever favors we can from the Gorge and go to ground. Maybe we don't have to leave yet.
Okay.
And while we go to ground, we can see how this plays out. Personally,
Okay.
I think these wizards will not act until it is too late. I know it's harsh, but you all know for it to be true. Again, decision by committee.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like worst thing ever. And the boy king is just a figurehead.
Yes.
He accounts to nothing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So first,
The cohort could still work out.
yes.
He could still work out. They've got locations in many places. We can still deal with them and it'd be fine. For the moment. Did you use your real names?
No.
I didn't even need to say mine.
Oops.
Oops.
That's what comes of having a negative wisdom score.
John gave his name and address to the people there.
No, that's
Claire and John.
that is not important. Like we're literally gonna disappear. Better yet, if we get like the Corge resources to fake our deaths. That would be the best course of action. If they think we are dead, we're good.
They could help with that.
Maybe. But I don't know about that. I mean, yes, it could work. I don't know. We're thinking too far ahead. Look, let's focus on the meeting tomorrow, and then we can get out. Does anyone have anywhere we can go, or we can fall back on? Maybe regroup. Let the heat die down a little bit.
Okay, let's do this.
I mean, I don't want to mention it, but there is an underground print shop where we had some extra books made that we weren't supposed to make.
Okay. What kind of books?
Let's just say that my mother has more than one series of books. This one's under a different name.
Oh god.
Okay. That's an option.
Okay.
We could always go back to my village. They could hide us out for a little bit if we need to. What about you two?
Worst of the worst? You can come back
Mhm.
to my island. My people would welcome you.
Hmm.
More
How
so
far is your
since
island?
like, we tangle with my wayward brother. They would protect you.
Okay. But what about you, Rydell?
Well, I have a village to go back to, but well, it's just very common. Not many things to do there, and not many power to protect us too, in case we are followed. It's just simple people.
Okay.
They just got nice teachings. That's how I remain calm every time you three get into an argument.
Hopefully we won't have to go. Hopefully we won't have to rely on them. But it's nice to know we have somewhere to go back to if things go really bad.
The people I met there most of them will probably be dead by now. So we'll probably meet her sons and daughters.
I hope we can get out of this unscathed.
Yeah, it would be good.
I do think when this is all said and done, we do have to have a discussion about where this crew is at. Because
Yes.
we can't keep falling into infighting and having everything blow up on us and having everything be so desperate. So when everything is calm, we need to have a meeting about this because it's just going to keep happening.
Okay.
And we all agree to that?
It
An
is
airing
acceptable.
of grievances.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Good. Okay. I'm going to get everything ready for tomorrow. I will see about getting a message to Kami. If worse comes to worse, I will just swim there. Should be fine. Drop anchor. Yeah, okay. I'll get everything sorted.
Okay. Now let's try to sleep.
Okay.
Excuse me, Captain.
Yeah.
Cap. It's Ashes who's speaking. I heard,
Ashes.
yes. Did I heard you right? You want to lay low for a while? Try to communicate with Kami tomorrow?
Yes.
May I suggest
Yes.
some?
Yeah.
There is there is a hideout that we used to take in the old days. I bet still in good shape. The guards know nothing about it, and well, it's easier for Kami or someone to meet you up, or if it needs to be in person. But
Okay.
and yeah, also we do you have a plan on how to leave the Bay of Turvin, because it's, as you know, there's the big statue with the big chain, and if you're wanted, you have to make a plan for it.
That's, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing to consider. Okay. We'll sort it out after. We'll sort it out when we have to deal with it. For now, let's just get to the hideout. Thank you for telling us about it, Ashes. Thank you.
To the hideout.
Uh,
Yeah,
to the hideout. To the hideout.
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 Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
To the hideout.
The hideout.
While you're there, I want the three characters who were at the in front of the king to make another wisdom save.
Oh.
Oh. What is this wisdom
And,
save about?
yeah, but you don't need to roll because you weren't there, Casper.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, 219 is in
Yep.
Okay. First of all,
Bane of the Barbarian.
yeah. First of all, you're able to take a long rest in the journey there. So you may now rest and regain your traits. While
Ooh.
as you reach the hideout and you lay low, during the earliest hour of morning, the sun is yet to rise. Let's see. Let me choose at random. Yeah, so it's Taro. It's the last one in the Discord list of players. So Taro, you're the one who wakes up with a bird in your face, trying to make you wake up. And once you do, the bird turns into a letter, just like before.
Okay.
As you read, it's from Kami.
Mm-hmm.
It starts
Okay.
saying, "You are absolutely prohibited from leaving Turvey. The Kian Celerat is almost upon us. We have to maintain our plan. Come back, meet me at the tavern."
Okay. I wake everybody up and show the letter.
Are we at the hideout?
Everyone is rested. Everyone's full health. That's it.
Okay. We can just have them meet us here at the hideout. Because that's easier. If they have a problem with it, well, that's their problem. We did what they wanted us to do. It caused problems, but we did our job. The least they
Okay.
can do is show up at this house.
Can you send him like a message explaining the situation?
I guess I'll call Ashes over and I'll just be like, is there a way to get letters to Kami from here?
Well, do you have any of those paper birds?
I don't think so, no.
Dang it. Do you have a trained bird then?
Ashes? What would I be asking you if I... Okay.
Well, apologies, I am untrained.
Oof.
One that can fly,
Okay.
without the respect.
No, we don't.
Penguin.
Then well, maybe one of us can go in a boat. I don't know,
Okay.
but yeah, either that or magic. But I don't know how to cast these spells.
Alright. Who do you trust the most to be able to get a message to Kami
Oof,
out of the crew?
that's an easy one. Let me see the name of the NPC that I don't use in.
Is it the lizard man,
Yeah,
please?
it's the lizard man. Resent.
It's the
Resent is the
lizard man.
one.
Ah, fuck. Alright. I'm gonna call him over.
Yes, Captain.
Okay. Hi. By the way, sorry about last time we talked. I was having a night. Not the time. Just wanted to apologize. Okay, I have a message for Kami. I'm gonna write it down, and then you're gonna go to the tavern and give it to them. Can you do that?
Sure can do.
See, this combo's going great already. I'm gonna get like a paper and pen. I'm just gonna write. Does this hideout have a name?
Sorry?
Like, does this hideout have like a name, like a code word for it?
It's the home.
The home.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna write at the home. If you want to rendezvous, meet us there. It's not safe for us in town. And I'm gonna fold up the note, put it in like an envelope, give it to the lizard man. I'm just gonna go. If you're compromised, eat this note. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sounds great. I'm gonna give him like 10 gold.
Can I put a little salt on it before eating?
Whatever helps.
Sure. Why not?
Good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Alright. Okay, in the meantime, we should probably just make camp. We don't know how long they'll be to respond.
Well, let's wait for an answer.
Okay.
Okay. Are you making camp?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yup.
Uh,
And we get somebody in the crow's nest at all time to watch out for anyone who gets into view. At the moment, Caro is still on high alert.
The crow on the crow's nest.
okay.
I didn't want to say it, but you did.
As you are setting up camp, as you are putting up the preparations, building the tent, grabbing some fresh water to prepare a soup, I don't know. Taro, you look into the pot with water, who is about to be put in the fire pit to boil, and in a glimpse you saw not your reflex, but you saw the image of your brother.
Fuck.
Ooh,
Taro! Taro!
Kuro!
Ah, you can hear me. Great.
I
the
can.
spell worked.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Do you have any idea how I'm feeling after hearing what the play that you did? I'm absolutely amused, brother. That was a master stroke from you. I'm just saddened that you didn't wait too long for us to have a little chit chat, a brotherly, uh, a brotherly meetup after all this while.
Well, one, I can assure you that it was entirely unintentional, since I had no idea you set up shop here. Two, I would rather not be in the same room as you, and you know why.
Ah, you haven't changed a bit. Taro, I'm serious now. I'm glad that you're still the same good-spirited prankster you have always been. And I had a good laugh after hearing all of it. But this is serious business now. We have to leave this bitterments in the past. You and I both know that we're in for some serious shit.
Yes. That we can agree, at least.
And, after all, you're still a wanderer. I rule the fucking kingdom now. Do you really think I want to get any kind of childish revenge on you? Seriously, brother, come back. You're not going to be put in a jail or something. You have some good wits that I can use while we plan the defense of the city. Also, I
So
want to
you
hear
are-
more. I want to hear more about this dragon talk that you said to the king.
Fine. Truce then.
True city.
I shall tell my friends.
Please do. I'll be waiting. You know where. In the royal
Yeah.
palace, the one that I rule.
Oh boy. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, once this is done, I call the rest of the party. People, we have developments.
All right.
Maybe it's not as bad. My erstwhile brother has contacted me through the noodle pot. So undignified. Apparently. Okay. Do you want the good news first or the bad news first?
Let's get the bad news out of the way first.
Okay. He's the king.
Okay.
Like he is the power behind the throne, which is so him. So fucking him.
Okay.
For the good news,
Not great.
We won't be thrown in jail. He wants to cooperate to defend the city.
How sure are you that that's true?
Oh, trust me, I know my brother. This is his city. He, of course, he wants it to stand. All his obsession with permanence and legacy. Now he has what he wants. A giant, big, dick-shaped monuments to his ego. He will not let that fall. I can assure you for that.
And we're just gonna trust him at his word?
As far as we can throw him. Of course, the moment that this threat has passed, it will be open season again. But for now, it's something we can use.
I'm not sure this is smart either. You know your brother. I don't know your brother. So I have to assume that you're correct, that you do know him, that you're playing him right. That requires me to put faith that we're not being deceived and this isn't just a trap. And we just last night fell into one.
Okay.
Forgive me if I'm a little wary.
You have all the rights to be wary. I myself do not trust him as a person. This is why I said we can trust him as far as we can throw him. And this is from someone who wouldn't be part of a club that accepts people like me. I wouldn't trust me.
Makes sense.
But I also know what makes him tick. And let me tell you, he is absolutely obsessed with the concept of legacy. He has been since he hatched. And if he says he wants to defend this thing that is his, this aforementioned phallic-shaped monument to his ego, let me tell you, he will. If he has to work with us to do it, he will. If he has to throw us to the wolves to do it, he will.
I will say this. We could go back to the castle, the palace, and meet with your brother and help defend the city of Turbin from
The dragon?
from the Saints. We could do that. We have to stay anyway because of Kami. So it's not like we could just leave. But I mean, the leader of the Hash, the Hash Door is after us. Just straight up, the Hash Door is after us. The longer we stay here, the more risk we're taking.
Agreed.
Do we want to put ourselves? Are we gonna put ourselves on the line again for this city? Is that what we're doing? Because I just want to ask just a simple question, really. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we putting our lives on the line for this city? They don't
My
care.
case,
We're just
in
pawns
my
to them.
in my
See,
case, it comes from the way I was raised by the people I met at the small village in my past. They taught me about selflessness and just be kind to people, even the ones we don't like.
Selflessness
Yeah, it's one
can get
for short. Yes.
selflessness can get you killed if you're
Yeah, I
not
know.
smart.
Yeah, so we try not to get killed. We're still alive so
If,
far.
yeah,
I never died.
barely. One of us died. Did we forget about that? One of us has died already on this journey.
Yes, but he was not being
Are we
selfless.
forgetting about that? Because no, because he was selfless. Because he risked his life to save us. Because we got in a big old mistake. We misstepped, and it cost him dearly.
Oh
And we
yeah, I
keep
remember that.
misstepping, and we keep falling into mistakes. And I'm just fucking done with it.
Yeah,
Are
I
we
was
are
about
we
the same.
really going to keep like we're not noble knights? We're not good people, are we? Are we gonna pretend like we're noble or working with the fucking thieves guild of this city?
Yeah, we also got distracted and we gotta leave. We gotta survive somehow.
Look, look, I'm not gonna pretend like we got many options. It's worse if we run, but I just we gotta quit kidding ourselves, guys. We're not noble. We're not good people. We're just trying to survive, and that's not bad. But we keep pretending like we're doing more than that, and we're not. Hell, I've convinced myself that I'm on some noble fucking journey. I'm not. I'm just here to survive.
You know, you can be a mix of all those things. You can be good to others and also do what you must to survive and to keep on living.
I just don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I thought I did. I thought I knew things, but I don't.
Yeah, this life
personally,
is complex.
brother, I think you aren't seeing the most important thing. If you want to be like me and be selfish. And I will repeat that to you. We're not personally, and I speak for me, I am not defending this city because I am somehow bound by morality or by noble principles. Sure, fine. I do not set fire to orphanages for kicks,
Mm.
because that's monstrous. But sure, I don't feel beholden to this city or any of the organization that are there, because they have shown, as you rightly say, that they are not worth of my fealty. The only one whom I thought was worth of my fealty, like sent an assassin on us.
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten. But
Yeah.
this city standing, and I repeat, is a buffer zone between fiery death by giant lizard and us. And this is why I have all the interest to see this city standing. Because, again, if we go and let said fire lizard conquer the city, fire lizard becomes more powerful and can conquer more city. And at some times, we will run out of space to run to. I
Yeah.
don't want that. I'd rather be preemptive. It's just... See, this is an entire selfish, survival-minded argument. It just sees a bit farther than tomorrow.
It's a good point to me.
Running's not an option. It's not an. It's not a real option.
It never was.
I don't want to run. But I know staying here isn't going to keep us alive. I just, at the end of the day, I want to be taken seriously. I want to matter. I don't want to be someone's fucking pawn. But I can't help but keep feeling like we're just pawns. Like I am just a tool being used for the whims of people who don't care.
See, we are, for now. Whether we are not, or we will continue to be, is up to us. And
Yes.
I'm
when you
sorry.
play chess.
do not take offense on that, but stomping feet and throwing a tantrum would not change things. You have to be smart. You have to acknowledge your present situation, which is something you may not like. I don't. I value my freedom just as much as you. But I am a realist. And the first thing I ask myself is, what do I have and what can I make with it?
Yeah, remember, when playing chess, the pawns can become a queen in the end of the game.
Yep.
You'll become a queen soon.
That would be a
It's just-
gorgeous queen.
Yeah,
And Ryder is correct.
we are all gonna be queens lately.
I see the wisdom in what you say. I just can't help but lament. We were so close to getting somewhere. You know, we were stable for once. We weren't running. We were at least in control of things. And at least, you know, if we were going somewhere, we weren't on the back pedal, we weren't scared, we were just had a destination. It was a goal. We were fucking close, and now we're back to square one.
Well, we're all back to square one,
And
but just with a
I just-
huge obstacle in ahead. The closer we are to our goal,
There's a lesson
the...
to be learned.
Hmm?
Usually, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit too happy-go-lucky, but I think that when the gods throw a curveball like that to you, it's because they want to teach you a lesson.
Oh,
What's the lesson? Because I'm struggling to see it.
I believe is the closer you are to one of your goals or your goal, your most important goal in life, the most unsufferable it seems to make any more thing or any more effort to touch it, actually.
I say, stop looking at the single bamboo stem and look at the bamboo forest. But that's
Oh,
just...
that's a classic one. Nice.
In any case, it's not that we don't have an objective. I mean, which isn't survive. Right now, if you ask me, our objective is to make sure this city does not fall.
Yes.
Okay.
And think about this. Think about this. Helping protect the city, even if we are not given parades by the official governments, will net us enough favors in the long run that we can actually break these shackles you seem to be suffering under so much. And just go where we please.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it. I am giving you the most material example that I can give you. We manage to save the city. I can go to my brother and say, okay, now you owe me a favor. And now I understand why there's necromancers in the city. That's his doing. Like, give us money. Because money makes a lot of problems go away. Like, a lot. And we can go to the coach and say, okay, fine. We saved your damn business. Give us the ship. Then we can go wherever we please. Isn't that a goal worth pursuing?
I like this one.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say to that. That's
See the forest, not the tree.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
I thought I knew what I wanted. And now I don't know where. Can we even? What is our best case scenario in defending the city? Are we trying to kill the saint? Do we think our main objection to not fighting him sooner was how strong he is? What chance do we have?
Not us. I think that we have a decent chance of driving him away. But the important thing here is that we give this city a victory.
If you believe in this, if you have faith, I will follow you.
I think it's doable.
Well, let's go. Let's go figure shit out.
Alright. John? You with us?
Yes.
You've
To the
been
end.
oddly silent.
There's nothing much to say. We can stand and fight and probably die. We can manipulate these people into protecting themselves, and by extension us. Or we follow your plan, which I support, and find a way to escape this situation. We are not strong enough to handle a dragon.
No, we aren't. But we have forces at quote unquote our disposals to make sure that they can at least fight with us, if not for us.
Army owes us a favor already.
Yep.
We can use that favor to have them help us protect the city. And we haven't even talked about what our reward is for giving that scroll thing. Todex? Right.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even discussed fully what the rewards are for that. That might be another favor, possibly. It's another 1,000 gold, sure, but
See? You're starting
you
to get it. You are starting to get it. You have to get out of the here and now mentality. That's the only thing holding you back, brother. And I know you can. You're impulsive, not stupid.
Okay. I'm fucking terrified, but if I just take a step back and look at the board, maybe we can do this. But it's gonna be hard.
Nothing is easy.
What's phase 4? Besides times like these. Okay.
Alright. Let's roll. Back to the city.
Back to the city, I guess.
Back to the city. The boys are back in town.
Boys
Yep.
are back. Are we able to get to the city and like leave our ship here? So that way,
You can.
like, are we able to walk?
Rowboat.
You can either row
Because
a
like,
boat,
because like,
or you can go by foot because the cave is, you have to climb the cliff of where the cave is, and then you can go by foot. But it's your
well,
choice.
because
You can go
the
by
lizard
boat.
man, the lizard man left, and our boat's still here. I think maybe it's a better because it keeps our boat safe, presumably. You know, it hides it a little bit more, and we can just come back to it and not have to worry about, you know, the ship, really.
Yeah, okay. So back to the city you are. This all of this quest, this journey, it seems like it's reaching a pivotal point. There is no turning back now. You go back to the city of Turvin, the greatest metropolis in the world, ready to meet your fate. Who is your true enemy? Is it the saint that now is believed to be a dragon in disguise? Is it the ruling class, the council of 13? Is it the guild masters who have their own agendas, want to manipulate the middle and lower class citizens to their causes? Is it the necromancers who have made their presence known but not felt as much as the others? It's a big melting pot, and it's reaching the point of melting the pot. Ah, I lost it there. Anyways.
Boiling point.
The melting point.
Yeah, the boiling point. Okay. What will be made of all of this? It remains to be seen. But I want you to brace yourselves. Some big moments are coming. And they shall come next week or the week after that. We're depending on Arthur, right?
I'm okay. I'm here.